They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Sooners will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun, the ground game. He's loose. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Unloads it downfield. Got it inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown time.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. The discussion raged around Alabama last year's very difficult schedule, whether they should have been included in the 12-team playoff. But if you want to make that field, not only can you not lose to a subpar Oklahoma team, you can't get housed the way the Tide did in that one.
They did give it to him, and Jackson Arnold just scored again. I mean, it was incredible last year. Oklahoma couldn't score for the majority of the season, but on that night, Palmer, they did what they needed to do and kept the Crimson Tide out of the playoffs.
And I think people were so surprised at the lack of any energy or pulse Alabama had on offense. Jalen Milroe, for much of the season, was a Heisman hopeful. He had easily the worst game of his career in that one. So this time around, for Alabama to have any shot, they've got to be better on offense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the running back from the shotgun. It's a running room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Has to let this one go off his back foot. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their look.
Oh, a lot of space. There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Right back to the well. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
From the gun, running back gets the give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He breaks the tackle. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. He'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
A shot toward the end zone. It's complete. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Alabama quickly back to the line. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Alabama! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with Chick-fil-A's.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Gibson. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Caught, close to the marker, it's Ott. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
One final play before the end of the quarter. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
They'll try the run. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Bringing the heat. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a...
Time to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
This time it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw it. The throw to the outside is complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
That's caught. It's Kent. And he's dragged down. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to pass inside the red zone. He got it. Headed to the end zone. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Offense changing the play. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Fighting off the defender. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Turning on the Jets. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play-action fake. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. In the backfield, it's Sategna. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Rush is on him. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be brought down. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Mateer. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown Sooners! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
How about the Hail Mary? Listen, you're supposed to throw that thing way up in the air. He puts it up in the air high. The defender, you're not supposed to try to catch it. You're supposed to knock it down. It gets deflected. And how about the concentration by the receiver to catch the football, make the play with all those bodies around him.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. The give to the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
The offense batting .500 on fourth down. They're 2 for 4 so far. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Using his legs to buy some time. Fires on the move. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Kent. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He wants to take the top off. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Alabama pushing the tempo.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Going for the big play. Makes the catch on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they're thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on 4th. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, going to the air. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will open from the 15. On the run, it's Young. Danced his way through traffic, pickup of 4 to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the...
Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. 10. Slippery slide. Finding his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown tie. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Coming out with it, it's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mateer. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Kind of like that big, reliable security net. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive numbers.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll try to run for it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. give out of the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll give it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Russell. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, and 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Burks. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Sooners are in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires.
Some days just aren't your day, and he's already made 2 big mistakes in this ball game with the interceptions, and he almost threw a 3rd. His quarterback's really got to dial in, get focused, get his feet set, and make good deliveries of the football to his wide receivers.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Snagged in the middle, it's Burks. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown Sooners! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air on 1st down. Extending the play. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. To the air, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Horton. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very...
He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quick strike complete. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Moving away from pressure. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to North Carolina. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd pick up the first through the air. Unleashes one. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's going for it all. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Using his feet to buy time. Makes the grab. It's Sategna. Oh, he's got some space. Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it.
Wide open spaces. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Safe and try for 3. This almost certainly to win the game. Absolutely center cut. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He might want another play. To the air, it's Russell. The sweet feet buy a little time. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.